The Beechworth Lunatic Asylum was a lunatic hospital that opened 128 years ago before it closed. It is said that as many as 9,000 people died while it was still in operation, which is why it has been the subject of many mysteries, such as people disappearing without a trace. The haunted Beechworth Lunatic Asylum is located in the beautiful town of Beechworth, just a few hours from Melbourne. Matron Sharp. The hospital was renamed Mayday Hills Hospital and is the second oldest hospital in Victoria. It dates back to 1867. When it opened, it expanded from one end to the other. The Beechworth Lunatic Asylum had 1,200 patients. One patient who is believed to haunt Beechworth is Tommy Kennedy. Tommy was well liked at the hospital and took a job as a kitchen assistant. Tommy died in the kitchen, which is now part of the Bijou Theatre. People said they felt like someone was pulling their clothes or poking them in the ribs. The Grevillea wing is the part of the hospital that all patients fear. It has been closed for 13 years and is now in a derelict state. Since the drug was not introduced until the 1950s, restraints such as jackets and handcuffs were often used, as well as electrocution. Electrocution was widely used in early hospitals, and there are numerous stories of the treatment in which almost all patients were shocked at once. When struck, the patient's body would be thrown backwards with force, or recoiled inward into the fetal position, breaking tendons in any position, often breaking bones and cracking teeth. There are two common sightings in Grevillea. One is thought to be an unknown male doctor. His apparition has been seen wandering the hallways at night. The other is Matron Sharp, whose ghost is often seen in the area by nurses who work at Mayday Hills. They have reported seeing an old woman sitting with patients undergoing electrocution. Those who say they have seen this say that the room is very cold, but her presence is comforting and seems to reassure the patient. One final and terrifying story concerns a missing patient, despite efforts by the authorities to locate him. Several weeks later, his location was discovered when the house dog, Max, was found chewing on his leg near the door of the house at the entrance to the compound. A second search found his body in a tree, so badly decomposed that his leg had come off. The ghost of the patient has been seen near the entrance to the hospital. Often seen in the early hours of the morning, Beechworth Lunatic Asylum was built at a time when mental health treatment was far from enlightened. Designed to accommodate hundreds of patients, it has been the subject of numerous mental health practices, some of which are considered archaic and inhumane. The hospital operated until 1995, leaving a legacy steeped in history and, according to some, a lingering spirit. Numerous reports over the years have told of terrifying encounters within its walls. Visitors and paranormal investigators have claimed to see shadowy figures, hear unexplained footsteps echoing in the empty corridors, and sense eerie presences that defy reasonable explanation. One of the most frequently mentioned spirits is that of a former housekeeper, who is said to roam the asylum, trying to maintain order as he did in life. Another popular ghost story involves a patient named Tom, who was allegedly mistreated and whose spirit is believed to still roam the asylum grounds. Certain areas of the asylum are known for paranormal activity. The morgue, where the deceased were once prepared for burial, is notorious for its eerie encounters. Visitors have reported sudden drops in temperature, strange smells, and the feeling of being watched, making them feel increasingly uneasy. The governor's restroom is another area that is steeped in ghostly legend. It is said that the spirit of the former governor still lives here, perhaps continuing to watch over the asylum even in the afterlife. Those brave enough to enter have reported strange noises and unexplained phenomena. The Beechworth Lunatic Asylum's gruesome reputation has attracted paranormal investigators from around the world. Nighttime tours and overnight stays offer the chance to explore the asylum's dark history, and perhaps even make contact with the spirits that are believed to inhabit its halls. The asylum's haunted reputation has given rise to local legends and folklore. Stories passed down from generation to generation tell of tortured spirits left behind and forever chained to the asylum. These stories contribute to the mystery surrounding Beechworth Lunatic Asylum, and have become an important part of the cultural narrative of the region. Whether you are a skeptic or a believer, there is no denying that the Beechworth Lunatic Asylum casts a long shadow over its physical presence. The combination of historical significance, eerie architecture, and countless stories of terrifying encounters make it an intriguing destination for those with a passion for the paranormal. While the hospital stands as a silent witness to its past, whispers of terrifying tales persist, beckoning those curious enough to explore the mysterious realm where history and the supernatural intertwine.